Ladies and gentlemen.
You feel like you don't want to hate on the Patriots, but you want to hate on the Patriots. It's because I'm a Patriot fan.
New song now, a new favorite song,
which is
They not like us.
They Not Like Us. Yeah.
all right, ladies and gentlemen. The Doug Siravo Show presents Dougie and Mendoza with myself and Big Dave. Happy to have you here, Big Dave.
Must be nice.
It is Dougie
Listen.
and Mendoza.
I just want to say this is new to me. I don't know what's going on with the change. If Dougie wants to elaborate, because usually this show is three of a kind.
Well, if you think about it, shows, they do a rebrand. You know, at WFAN, they've been doing a rebrand. You know, when we first started the Doug Siravo Show, we had Andrew Brem, we had Brandon Schwartz on this show, guest appearances here and there. We've had Jimmy, we've had Jonathan. So we're trying to see how things go and how the ratings take off. So, you know, this wasn't personal. This was just like a strict business decision to see where things go.
Okay. You said it wasn't personal.
No, it wasn't. It's trying to see how the ratings go, because a lot of people seem to watch Dougie and Mendoza. So I want to see how this turns out.
Okay. I mean, I didn't get fired yet, so
Keyword yet. So let's start things off. Alonso to the O's. Chiefs can be eliminated Sunday. Who would have thought that? And the Indianapolis culture bringing in Phillip Rivers.
Now there is one headline you missed.
And that was
New England Patriots can clinch the AFC East with the win this weekend.
Oh, mathematically they can?
Yeah, if they win this weekend, they will clinch the AFC East.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
Against Buffalo.
In New England.
Yes, in New England.
Must be nice.
I'll be sitting on the edge of my chair. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's going to be a nerve-wracking game.
Yep.
So it's amazing how, you know, they bring in Juan Soto to the midst, and everyone's like, oh, we got Soto. Ha ha, Yankee fans. They trade away Brandon Nimmo. Edwin Diaz is a Dodger, of course, the Dodgers of all teams. And now Pete Alonso is going to the Baltimore Orioles. What is Steve Cohen, David Stearns doing?
I have no idea. I mean, any person would have told you that Pete Alonso was the heart of that team at one point.
Oh, yeah.
And they're even talking about Lindor possibly being going too.
I saw that.
So I get you want to rebuild your team, whatever. But there's some pieces that are worth rebuilding around.
Yeah.
And I would say Pete Alonso was definitely one of them.
Oh,
because he always came up clutch at the end. You know, you hate to say it, but the end of a game, you wanted him up at bat at least, because you were probably tying that game up. So for now that piece is gone, and you're also, hold on, you gotta dive deep into this, because who's Juan Soto gonna bat behind?
Yeah.
He cried about not being on the Yankees before, once he was traded, and not having Judge and all these people. You just lost Pete Alonso. That's a big bat right there.
Yeah, now they could just pitch to him. They don't have to walk around him.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about anything. Go ahead, hit the home run. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Nimmo's gone. Lindor may be gone. Alonso's gone.
Yep, they're stuck with Soto for life. So
15 years.
Yep. Dumbest contract.
Who knows? Maybe the locker room just didn't like Soto. I don't know. I really can't give you the details on that.
Could be the downfall of Soto as a player.
Could be.
Could become an average player now.
He left the Yankees. Nationals got rid of him. Padres got rid of him. Maybe it's Soto. Maybe he's the problem. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and then he came to the Yankees and batted phenomenally, but then he moved over to the Mets and it was like downfall. So it's like if you're downfalling and you're losing more hitters around you, you're just gonna become an average player at this point because we know you can't play outfield.
Yeah, we've seen the errors. We've seen the misplays.
Yeah. So you're gonna just be an average guy. Oh yeah, he was a big bat at one point. But besides that, he'll never go down with those big names like A-Rod, Jeter, Manny
Bel-
Ramirez.
Beltron.
Yeah. Like these big hitters.
Yeah, I don't think you could consider him one of those,
Barry
man.
Bonds. Nobody cares no more. I mean, listen, we remember it's the memorable moments. And Soto really hasn't had too many memorable moments. He played well when he was with the Padres, and then he bounced around here and there, and it was like he could still hit. Then with the Yankees, he looked phenomenal, and then with the Mets, he just looked back down to being okay, whatever.
Yeah, he's just another name in the lineup. He's not like that big bat, that big threat.
Yep.
Honestly.
Yep.
So who would have thought, honestly, that coming into this Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs could be eliminated? I don't think anyone thought they'd be 6-7.
No, I'm just playing. I didn't think that. I think everybody thought they were at least going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, at least the
They were,
playoffs.
The division we could see. I think everybody would have said they would have still took the division somehow.
Somehow, some way, they always work it.
Yeah. Maybe not the conference, but the division.
Yeah, because you think about it, they're always in it for that division. But I think if the Broncos got lucky here and there, Charge has been inconsistent. But the Chiefs, they really took a downfall. Travis Kelce wasn't that elite tight end that we normally know him as.
Yeah, no, he was definitely not that normal tight end. He's got a lot of, him and Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. He's now, once he marries her, he's worth billions.
Yeah.
So I don't think he really cares anymore.
Yeah,
there's been drop passes. It's like he hasn't been focusing. I don't care what anybody says. You can look at him compared to a guy like Gronk, who always had fun while he was out there on the field. Like no matter what, smiling, laughing. You look at guys like Tony Gonzalez when he was out there on that field having fun. He looks miserable, bro.
Yeah, that
maybe it's the planning for the wedding or something.
That June 13th.
Maybe it's that. Maybe that's what he's thinking about right now.
June 13th. And there's a whole bunch of distraction when you're married to Taylor Swift. Not in a negative way, but the constant pressure, the media attention.
Yeah, you got to think that. As an NFL star, yes, you're going to have media following you. But as Taylor Swift's fiance, bro, that's nonstop.
That's nonstop.
Like you're coming out of restaurants, you're leaving the house, you're driving down the street. Once they find all that out, they are there nonstop.
Yeah. So I think he's done. I don't think he cares anymore. I can't take anything away from Patrick Mahomes. I think he's a great guy on and off the field, but that Chiefs downfall no one really expected it. Because when you look at your Patriots, it didn't really go like that with Tom Brady and his team. Once Brady left, that's really when it fell.
Yeah, that's when it completely fell apart. But like looking at Patrick Mahomes out there, he's been limping a lot more lately. Earlier in the season, coming off the field, body seems like it's breaking down a little faster than usual. He's also he doesn't have that those wide receivers. Besides, Rashee Rice over there does good, but we like these past couple games we saw him drop balls.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
And like a lot of their receivers are not just playing up to par as well. So I don't know what's going on with that atmosphere over there, but they really need to start figuring it out because it's going to be insane once, Travis Kelce retires and that team's going to fall apart fast.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those fast turnarounds, not like other teams where it takes a while. I think this is it for the Chiefs.
Yeah. Definitely their downfall if they can't pull it together.
Oh yeah. How do we feel about Phillip Rivers going to the Colts? Is this just a desperation move, or I really don't get it?
Out of all the quarterbacks you could have picked from, this is the uttermost one that does not make any sense.
Yo, it don't. I
Even
really don't get this.
even Cam Newton was pissed.
Yeah.
Cam Newton is what, 37?
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys younger than Rivers and maybe played in the league a year or two away. And Phillip Rivers hasn't played in like 4 years, so I'm figuring out what was this move for?
Is this we're gonna retire you kind of move? Because that's what I'm hoping they're gonna say.
Yeah, it's like
It doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense.
And if he plays against the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday, I could go on a rant about this because it makes no sense. I really don't understand it. And of course, I disagreed with Colin Kaepernick and his political views. I disagreed with him on that and how he went about it. But it seemed like they could have even reached out to him saying, hey, are you interested? I really don't understand this Phillip Rivers signing. It baffles my mind.
I mean, I don't know. I would have, like I said, there's plenty of people out there. I would have took Kaepernick. I would have took Cam Newton. I would even traded for somebody. That's in the league still.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's guys out there that have been bounced around all over that are quarterbacks. So this move makes absolutely no sense, and it seems like they have an agenda behind this because really I don't see him going out there and playing.
I don't see it either. Like I would give Riley a shot. I know he's a little injured, but still.
Listen, there is plenty of people that they could have gone out there and gotten. They could have made a trade. They could have gave like an eighth round pick in 3 years, and somebody probably would have been like, "Here, take him off." They could have probably got somebody off of a practice squad.
I think they have Brett Ripien, who has had NFL experience.
Brett Ripien.
Yeah, Brett Ripien. So
yeah, he played before. He played decent.
Yeah. So why I don't get this. Their season basically it's over. It fell apart.
Trying to pull an episode of The Replacements.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get into our picks, the Bucks take on the Falcons tonight as we have our jerseys in the background in Tampa Bay tonight. Must-win game for Tampa. But they got their receivers coming back, so how does this elevate Baker Mayfield's game?
Yeah, I'm excited to see because Ibuka's been back, Godwin's back, Mike Evans is supposed to be coming back tonight. So that receiving core, if they can get back in a rhythm, and as Baker's goes out there, he knows that Mike Evans is back, but he can't just think Mike Evans is back. He's got a bunch of great receivers. Move the ball around, find the open guy, take your time, work your way up the field so that you don't fall behind, because when you fall behind, we notice that you force passes. And yes, you can win games, but sometimes there's bad passes, bad throws, double coverage because you want to force it up the field too fast. Take the time, work the clock. I think they'll be able to get a win out of this because Atlanta is looking horrible. Like they have Bijan over there, and they don't do anything with him really. So for them, they're gonna have to defend and try to work that rushing game against the Bucks, which is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
So with that being said, do we have Tampa or do we have Atlanta?
I'm taking Tampa.
Yeah, me too. All right, so we're not the games I want to look at. Of course, we're going to do picks for every game, but New England versus Buffalo. Could this be a trap game for New England?
I don't know because they're playing so well, and the Bills have looked bad recently. And I'm talking about bad, bad. So I really think coming into this game, New England clinches the AFC East. I think
I
they
do
win
too.
this game
I agree with you, Big Dave.
because they're so relaxed, having fun out there. And as you watch this team, the ball's being moved. There's no specific player. Yes, Hunter Henry is his fallback guy. That's one of his main wide receivers. He's wide receiver 1 basically over there. But go ahead, double him. I got Diggs over there. I have Keyshawn Booty over there. Like, I got Trevion Henderson in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
So the way the Bills have been playing, I don't see it. I think Patriots win. But like you said, it could be a trap game only because it's a divisional game.
It
We
could
know
be.
how divisional games go. But like I said before, when you change a head coach, it changes the aspect. So you're playing a divisional game against the Patriots with a whole new mindset. So it might be a tough divisional game
I
for
think
Buffalo.
so. Yeah, I think
You gotta-
Buffalo is going to be
You
tough for
you
them in New
can't look
England.
back at the footage because Josh McDaniels there and that man making plays for quarterbacks, he's a genius. The routes he makes, the plays he makes, that man is a genius. So you got to play chess with that man.
Oh, yeah, he's a great OC.
And I don't think Buffalo's defense is ready to play chess with him.
Yeah.
Because then you got Vrabel reading your defense while on the sideline as well.
And he's great at that.
Yep.
He's great at that. We saw it with Tennessee. Now we're seeing it with New England.
Yep.
So before we get to every game and do our rapid fire picks, the next game I want to look at is Green Bay versus Denver. Can Green Bay's defense show the flaws of Denver?
I think Green Bay exposes Denver for the team they really are.
I think this is going to be a tough game for Denver.
Yep. I think Denver's going to have to play catch up and they're going to have to force the ball a lot and it's going to cause errors. Now, I'm not saying Bo Nix is horrible, but Bo Nix is going to have a very tough time against his defense. This is a fast-paced defense. This is a defense that's going to come at you every single time.
I agree.
Especially with Micah Parsons over there now.
Yeah, they look inconsistent against some teams, but they are scary.
Yes.
They are very scary.
Yes, and we know Green Bay can put up points. You know, they can. A team that can put up points and has a scary good defense is probably going to be Denver's toughest route. So I would probably take the opposite team every time.
Yeah, I really like Green Bay for this.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our rapid fire picks. Dave, who do you have in the Chargers-Chiefs game?
It's a tough one. I would like to see Patrick Mahomes be eliminated this weekend, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, they're home. Chargers inconsistent too.
They got to fight. They have to fight now.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be tough.
Yep.
All right, Baltimore versus Cincy. Joe Burrow came out, said he's not having fun. There's a lot of stuff going on. So who do we have winning this game, Baltimore or Cincy?
Well, didn't Joe Burrow say basically the same thing Andrew Luck just said? Well, Andrew Luck had said.
Yeah, but I feel like Burrow has a different mindset.
But he said the same word. He basically said the same words.
He never said he wanted to retire. Maybe he requested a trade. I don't know. I can't read into it.
So now I'm going to say this. He says that. So basically, you got to think retirement's on his mind as well. Possibly. But like you said, I don't think he wants to retire. But if it keeps going the way he's going with this team, he might as well retire. And I think he's going to find a home somewhere else.
LA Rams. Stafford's retiring. They don't really have a decent backup.
How do you know Stafford's retiring? He's having a phenomenal season. How do you know he's retiring?
I didn't say he's retiring. I'm just saying he's going to get there at some point. He's 37, maybe 2 years. But then the Jets are looking for a quarterback, possibly the Steelers within the future, maybe the Raiders.
Propose a trade.
You can.
New York Giants.
Ooh, that would be interesting. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine if they get the number 1 pick, trade the number 1 overall pick, and Dart for Joe Burrow? Ooh.
I wouldn't give him Dart and the number 1. I'd give him Dart and a future maybe. Or I'd give him a number 1 and maybe a number 3, 4.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't feel like it's like he can't handle it mentally. I think he could handle it mentally. I think it's more of, since we went to the Super Bowl, we've
But
sucked.
the only reason I can't see him over there is because you guys don't have basically an OC.
Yeah. There's no OC.
So he would have to bring
everybody's
somebody.
interim.
Somebody's gonna have to bring him. He's gonna have to bring somebody over. So I could see him going possibly to the Raiders, because the Raiders are still looking for a quarterback.
They are. Oh, it's just hard to take those comments. It's really, I don't know.
Man, we'll see. On to the next.
Yep. So we got Baltimore or Cincy?
I'm gonna take Cincy still.
Yeah, I think they got a lot of issues.
Yeah,
Jets,
I think Lamar still has an injury he's trying to play through to get a playoff run.
I think so too. If they were like 1-8, I think he'd sit out.
It'll come out soon. We'll find out.
Oh yeah, we always find out. Jets, Jaguars.
Well, we know who we're not going with. Come on, this is the easiest pick of them all.
Yeah, Jaguars.
Yep.
All right,
all Dolphins, home teams so far.
Yeah, I just realized that. Dolphins, Steelers.
I'm gonna have to go. It's tough. That is tough because the Dolphins have been playing better.
Yeah, 2 inconsistent teams.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
Yeah, I just feel like Tua in the cold is not going to work out.
Yeah.
Arizona, Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Number 1 defense.
Cleveland, Chicago. Could Shador upset Chicago?
Give me a yes.
Ooh, I like it.
You know why? Myles Garrett's on the other side of that.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Yep. Going up against Caleb. The pressure.
Yeah, we saw it against Green Bay.
Yep.
All right, can we say the Eagles, that's a lock?
Yep. Easy money.
San Fran's a lock against Tennessee?
Yeah. Tennessee's been playing better.
Yeah, they have. They could cover, but I don't think they'll get the win. All right, Colts, Seahawks. We don't know who the quarterback is.
Bro, we're going home again.
Yeah, only 2 road teams, Cleveland and Green Bay. Washington versus the Giants.
Tough game. Will Jaden Daniels be playing?
I don't think so.
It's a tough game. Tough game.
See, Jackson Dart is back, but I really don't like Mike Kafka, but I do like the quarterback. So I'm going to go with Giants.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Giants. Home again. Oh.
Yeah. All right, game of the week, Detroit, LA. This could go either way.
Oh. Tough game. Give me LA.
Yeah, I like LA too. Carolina and the Saints.
Carolina.
Yeah, I don't like the Saints enough. Minnesota
pissed me off all season.
Yo, they've been inconsistent. Their spreads are weird. They cover sometimes. They don't cover. Minnesota and Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, I like Dallas. I don't trust JJ.
I like JJ, but I feel like he gets in his head too much. If he just relaxed and played the game, I think I know it's tough. It's easier to say it than to do it. But go out there and just look for your receivers. You've got them. Trust in them. Trust in your offensive line. Move
I agree with
around.
that. All right, so I want to do something different for Steiner's Corner. So these are the playoff teams so far in the bracket, if it started today. Patriots, Denver, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Houston, LA, Buffalo. NFC side, you got the Rams, the Packers, the Eagles, Tampa, Seattle, San Fran, and Chicago. If you had to do a safe bet for the Super Bowl, who would it be? And if you had to do a risky bet for the Super Bowl, who would it be?
Can't just be changing Steiner's Corner like that. But
Oh no, I know, but I want to see what like a safe and a risky bet, and then we could do our weekly parlay.
well, it's tough because my safe bet's going to be the Patriots.
Yeah, I know. See, I think
I
it would
mean,
be. I
they're
think it
the
would be
best
the
team right
Patriots.
now.
I agree. Them
They're
and
the
Green
best
Bay.
team. Risky. Some of these teams aren't even in the playoffs.
Yeah, Detroit.
The Giants. A wild style. Give me the Jaguars.
They could be a surprise team.
They're kind of coming together.
Yeah, that comeback against the Chiefs. It seems like that destroyed the Chiefs season, and that really gave momentum to Jacksonville, because we were talking about earlier in the show, can Jacksonville be for real? And I think they can be.
And I've said it before when Jacoby Myers got traded that he was going to be a difference maker over there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's become their wide receiver 1 within a short amount of time. And this is not to forget that Brian Thomas Jr. is over there. Little shaky all season, but when he's hot, he's hot.
Yeah.
So you got Jacoby, you got Brian Thomas Jr., you got Travis Etienne in the back. You got Tootin in the back. So I think that's one of those risky teams, but I would put some money on it.
Yeah, they're 6-3 versus winning teams, 6-2 home record, 3-1 divisional record, 7-2 conference record.
And they're on a winning streak, right?
Yeah, they're like on a 4-game winning streak. No, they're 5.
Yeah.
5-game winning streak. Their next few games are the Jets. That should be a win. Broncos, that could go either way. Colts and the Titans. So they could finish with maybe 12, 13 wins.
Yep. And they've went through the hard teams. I mean, they lost to the Texans, who got the number 1 defense, but they still scored 29 points against them.
Yeah.
I mean, they held the Seahawks to 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
They've beat the Texans once this season. And that was at the beginning of the season. They've played they destroyed the Chargers. So, I mean, I could see them being one of those risky teams that I'd be like, huh, here's $5 on them.
Yeah. I take that risk. Even with Houston, they got a good defense, but can CJ Stroud handle the pressure of postseason play?
Yep.
All right, so let's get to our weekly parlay. So, do we have the odds?
Let's see.
I know there's a few like +7s, +10s.
All right. Tonight's game is Tampa Bay -5.5. Falcons +5.5. Stay away.
That could be close.
Oh no, I'd stay away. Patriots Bills. Our Patriots are plus 1.5. Bills are minus 1.5. Buffalo is
either way.
favorite to win in New England.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Ravens, Bengals. Ravens minus 2.5. Bengals plus 2.5. It's a little too close of a spread for me. Jaguars, Jets. Jags minus 13.5. Jets plus 13.5. You got Chiefs, Chargers. Chiefs are minus 5.5. Chargers plus 5.5. Texans, Cardinals. Texans are minus 9.5. Cardinals are plus 9.5. Browns, Bears. I would take the Cardinals plus 9.5, by the way.
Yeah, I think that could be a close game.
Yeah, I think that'd be a closer game than people think. Jacoby Brissett's been phenomenal throwing the ball. He will be going up against the number one defense, but the Cardinals defense has been playing really well as well. They just lost who they lose? Marcus Jones?
I think so. No, I think he's on the Patriots, Marcus Jones.
Huh?
Marcus Jones is on the Patriots.
No, who was it?
Remember he did that punt against the Giants?
Yes. Who am I thinking? What is his name? Ah, damn it. See, I always got Patriots on the brain.
Oh,
I forgot who.
That's your team.
I forgot who got hurt. But anyway, I take the Cardinals plus 9.5. Browns, Bears, Bears minus 7.5. Browns plus 7.5.
I think that game's going to be closer than a lot of people think. I like the Browns for that.
Browns plus 7.5.
Yeah, I like that. I like the Browns to cover. I think that's going to be a closer game than people think.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, like we picked before, we think the Browns are going to win this game, actually.
Yeah, I really like the way Shador's performing.
You got the Giants Commanders game is only minus 2.5 for the Giants, plus 2.5 Commanders.
Yeah, I think the Giants cover it, but I don't know. Those two teams are terrible. They both look inconsistent. Giants make mistakes. Commanders make mistakes. I think it's going to be better with Dart in the lineup for sure, but that defense I can't trust.
Yeah. Last game. No, that's not the last game. That's the last. No, it's not. Raiders, Eagles. Damn. Eagles minus 11.5. Raiders plus 11.5.
See, I feel like the Raiders could cover, but at the same time, it's like,
Yeah. Colts, Seahawks minus 13.5. Colts plus 13.5. Give me the Seahawks.
Yeah. I don't know who their quarterback is, and it's driving me insane.
Packers, Broncos. Packers minus 2.5. Broncos plus 2.5. Titans, Niners. Niners minus 12.5. Titans plus 12.5. Panthers, Saints. Panthers minus 2.5. Saints plus 2.5. Rams, Lions. Rams are minus 6. Lions plus 6. Cowboys, Vikings. Cowboys minus 5.5. Vikings plus 5.5. And the final game of the week, Dolphins, Steelers. Steelers minus 3. Dolphins plus 3. I'd stay away from the rest.
Yeah, I'd stay away. See, that Dolphins-Steeler game could go either way because I like Tua, but I don't trust him in cold weather.
Yeah.
I like Aaron Rodgers. Great, one of the all-time greats, but as you know how I feel, I really don't like him personally. I think let's not get into Aaron Rodgers right now. But I don't trust him as a 42-year-old playing in the cold weather either, especially when you have arthritis and all that. So I'd stay away from that game too. You just don't know. Dolphins look great, then they look like they're one of the worst teams in the NFL. So it's like, how do you go with the Dolphins in that? You have to stay away. I would stay away from Miami, honestly. If you were to take a bet, the safe bet would be Pittsburgh, realistically, because you don't know who's going to show up from Miami.
Yep. Especially with the home field advantage, and it's freaking cold up here.
Yeah.
So they've been practicing in that.
You know, Tua's going to fall apart.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going to fall apart in that cold weather.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. So, as always, this has been Dougie and Mendoza. Looking forward to having you on more episodes, Dave. I look forward to our A-Rod versus Alex documentary recap episode that we're going to do. That should be out sometime in February because next year, as I made the announcement at the start of the sports season, conversations with Dougie, talking, politics, current events, what we've been up to in our life, whether it's a vacation, my cruise, your trip to the DR, wherever you go, family parties, whatever. More conversational, getting to know one another, this and that. So I'm looking forward to that new season. But as always, this is Dougie and Mendoza. We got myself, Dougie. We got Big Dave Mendoza. Dave, thank you for coming on. Any final thoughts? Any predictions for this upcoming week? Should be fun.
Nothing. I just want to see my Patriots win the AFC East like I said they were going to. So my 2 bets come to fruition where I bet them to win the AFC East.
Yeah, I think they will. I think Buffalo folds this weekend. They had a good comeback against a bad Cincinnati defense. So, if I were to look at a takeaway for this week, watch Shedeur Sanders and see how he performs against the Chicago Bears in Chicago. That's going to be an interesting game for me. It really will be. Shedeur proved me wrong. He really did. And, I leave it at that. Oh, there he is, Big Dave. Big Patriot. What's the mascot's name?
Pat Patriot.
Pat Patriot.
Pat Patriot.
And we got Brutus the Buckeye in Ohio State.
Be nice.
We got the 2 seed because we lost to Fernando Mendoza and the Indiana Hoosiers. All right?
Must be nice.
Must be nice. See everybody next time on the Dougie Siravo Show.